In this video, we'll take a look at setting your defaults on the purchase requisition screen. It's a pretty straightforward process, so we'll take a look at the defaults as well as the always propose indicator, which affects any other follow-on activities with the purchase requisition. So we'll jump into the purchase requisition screen, which you can do via ME51 or ME51N. Okay, so right off the bat we can see that we already have default values in here, delivery date, material group, plant, etc. And to change these, all we're going to do is click on this personal setting button. Now these settings are linked to the user ID, so they'll be unique for each user. So we'll click on personal setting, and then we'll click on this default values tab. And so here we can see all the same values that we saw defaulted over on the right here. So if we want to change anything, we'll see these fields have been populated with whatever value we choose to change over here in our default values. So for example, we'll go ahead and change storage location to coastwide marine, and we'll see these change instantly as we save. Now this could be helpful if they're going to be using the same storage location over and over, or this can also be helpful if they're entering in multiple line POs all to the same thing. So it can work for both scenarios. Also in default values, we can, normally if you haven't set them yet, you'll only see about 5 values available. We can click on this More Fields button to bring those in. So they would be over on the right. Here, you would highlight them and then click the arrow to bring them over. Also, we have these always propose indicators. And what these do are basically whatever value you have set as a default value, when you have this checked on, any reference documents that are used to create a purchase requisition will be overwritten with this default value here. So for example, in my purchase order screen, I have, for my default values, I have a different storage location, and I have this always propose indicator turned on. So what I'll do is create a purchase requisition here, and then when I drag this into the purchase order screen to create a purchase order, we'll see that storage location changed. So this is purchase requisitions or any other reference documents that you would be using are overwritten with the value that you put in there. So we'll just fill this out, save a purchase requisition. Alright, so we have coastwide marine as our storage location. So if we go over to the purchase order screen, we have the same personal setting option, and we'll see, if we go over here, that we have a different storage location with this always propose on. So when we drag in our purchase requisition, which is our reference document, we'll see that the actual values that we entered on here are overwritten. We'll enter in our mandatory values. Okay. Now we can see here over on storage location we have that set as a different storage location because we have our always propose indicator checked on. So that's how you can set up your personal settings and defaults. Pretty straightforward. You can just enter values into those fields and then save, and then you can also use the always propose indicator to mandate those values into the fields.